Monica Whaley joins us now from Atlanta. She is the president of the National Center for APEC. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure to be here, Susan. Thank you.
I'm sure you just heard our report there. Tell us, what do you make of this perceived backlash against globalization?
Well, I think that the APEC leaders have recognized that the growth that is experienced from trade and globalization has not benefited everyone in an equal kind of way, or that everyone doesn't really understand and feel that it is benefiting them equally. So I really think that it's a very positive sign that the APEC leaders in President Kuczynski's recent statement did underscore this, that they were looking at ways in which to make that growth more inclusive and the benefits of trade to be spread more broadly throughout the populations in the Asia Pacific.
Let's bring Donald Trump into all of this. He will take office in the United States in the beginning of January 20th. Much of the world still uncertain about where global trade is going. What influence will he have?
Well, the United States is obviously a very important player in trade, and I think it's too early to know exactly what President-elect Trump's trade policies will be exactly. I think there's a lot of time between now and then for them to identify partners that they're talking to. In fact, he already spoke with Prime Minister Abe just a few days ago, and I think these things will be evolving over time.
Do you think they've made somewhat the progress that we expected them to make at this meeting?
Actually, I think the tone of the meeting and, as I said, under President Kuczynski's leadership, Peru really is a role model when it comes to the benefits of trade and what it can do for the whole population. And they've got rural populations and populations up in the mountains that they're really addressing or working to address some of the inequities that have happened in their society over many, many years. And they've done a great job. They're growing and they're really very vibrant. And that, I think, gives a great role model and example to the rest of the Asia Pacific as to what can happen when you put in the kind of policies that allow trade to really benefit everyone there. So I think that the tone and the recognition and understanding that growth for growth's sake is not enough. You need to actually have growth that has a benefit to everyone in the economy, and that everyone in the economy feels and understands what the benefits of that growth is.
Monica, what about China specifically, the ties between China and Latin America? It really seems like China is really investing in this region when the U.S. is pulling away somewhat.
Well, I think that I would absolutely agree with your statement that China is definitely there. They've the stop in Peru was one after several others, I believe. I think they were in Ecuador before that. There's definitely been a surge of interest in the Latin American economies by China. But there were also, I was there as a part of the business community, and the U.S. business community was there in very strong numbers. The sponsors of the program, the businesses who are there, people who are networking, the American business community definitely sees that this
Her last name, how do you spell it? Monica, tell us how about as President Xi will be having his official state visit there and touring Peru in the next few days. What is the message he's sending?
I think that the message he came out with in his speech to the CEO summit was very much one that China was interested in being there and engaging with not only the rest of the Asia Pacific, but with Peru specifically. And Peru's got a country that's got tremendous opportunities for China in it. And I'm not surprised a bit that they're very, very interested in engaging further with the Peruvian economy.
Well, Monica, we certainly appreciate all your insight, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
My pleasure.
Live from Atlanta.